5 things never share with anyone. Passwords and PINs, these are sensitive pieces of information that protect your accounts and personal data. Sharing them compromises your security. Personal financial details information such as bank account numbers, credit card details, and social security numbers should remain confidential to avoid identity theft or financial fraud. Medical records and health information, your health information is private, and sharing it unnecessarily can lead to privacy violations or potential misuse. Private conflicts and secrets of others' trust is essential in relationships. Sharing someone else's personal issues or secrets can damage your reputation and theirs. Sensitive work or business information, proprietary or confidential information related to your work or business should be kept secure to avoid legal or competitive repercussions. Passwords and PINs are essential to protecting your online and offline identity, financial assets, and personal information. They serve as the first line of defense against unauthorized access to your accounts, devices, and sensitive data. When you share these credentials with others, even with trusted friends or family, you lose control over your own security. The person you share with might unknowingly compromise your information by writing it down somewhere insecure, or by using it on a device that's already compromised by malware or hackers. Moreover, the more people who have access to your passwords and PINs, the greater the chance that they could be exposed unintentionally through carelessness or even in a data breach. Modern security systems rely on strong, unique passwords that include a mix of letters, numbers, and special characters to be resistant to brute force attacks or hacking attempts. By sharing your passwords, you may be undermining the effectiveness of these security measures. Furthermore, if the person you shared it with reuses your password on other platforms or stores it in an insecure way, it increases the risk of exposure. Additionally, in many cases, sharing passwords may violate the terms and conditions of the service or platform you're using. For example, many banks, social media platforms, and email services explicitly forbid sharing login information because it weakens the security model they've designed to protect your data. If your shared password is misused and a security incident occurs, you could be held responsible for any damages or losses that follow. In short, keeping your passwords and PINs to yourself is crucial to maintaining control over your personal data and minimizing the risk of identity theft, fraud, or hacking. Even the most trusted individuals may not have the same level of caution or security practices as you do, so it's always better to err on the side of caution and keep these credentials strictly personal. Your personal financial details, such as bank account numbers, credit card information, and social security numbers, are highly sensitive and should never be shared with anyone outside of secure, legitimate transactions. These details are the key to your financial identity and access to your money, and sharing them with others, even trusted friends or family, opens up the possibility of misuse, whether intentional or accidental. Sharing your financial information increases your exposure to identity theft and fraud. Once someone has access to your bank account or credit card details, they can potentially drain your account, make unauthorized purchases, or even open new lines of credit in your name. The damage can go far beyond monetary losses. You may face months or years of dealing with the fallout, including trying to repair your credit score, closing compromised accounts, or resolving disputes with financial institutions over charges or withdrawals you didn't make. Even if the person you share your details with doesn't have malicious intent, they may not exercise the same level of care you would. For example, they could fall victim to phishing attacks, malware, or lose their device, resulting in your financial information being exposed. Additionally, personal financial details are increasingly targeted in cyber attacks. Hackers often use sophisticated techniques to steal this data and sell it on the dark web, where criminals can exploit it for various forms of fraud. By sharing your information, even in what seems like a harmless or controlled situation, you're increasing the number of people who have access to this data, and each new point of access to this data. And each new point of access is a potential vulnerability. Data breaches, even at large corporations, often happen because of an initial weak link, someone who wasn't careful enough with the information entrusted to them. Sharing financial details can also blur boundaries in relationships. If you provide your banking information to someone, they may assume it's acceptable to use it for things you didn't agree to, or they might unintentionally misuse it. This could lead to awkward or damaging conflicts, especially if money is mishandled or there are misunderstandings about repayment. shared responsibilities, or access. Your medical records and health information are deeply personal and should be treated with the highest level of privacy. These records contain sensitive data about your physical and mental well-being. Medical history, diagnoses, treatments, prescriptions, and even genetic information. Sharing this information carelessly or unnecessarily with others can lead to a wide range of privacy concerns, potential discrimination, and even misuse of your personal health details. Medical records can reveal private aspects of your life that you may not want to disclose to everyone, including your current health conditions, past illnesses, surgeries, medications, and even your mental health status. While you might trust certain people with this information, it is important to remember that once it is shared, you no longer have control over how it is handled. The person you share with might inadvertently share it further, either through conversation, social media, or even by storing it insecurely. In some cases, the person might not fully grasp the importance of confidentiality when it comes to medical information, potentially exposing you to unwarranted judgment, gossip, or misunderstanding. In addition, medical information can be misused in ways that can affect your professional and personal life. For instance, some employers may have biased perceptions about certain medical conditions, and while it is illegal to discriminate based on health issues, sharing your health history could unintentionally influence decisions about hiring, promotions, or even insurance coverage. In some social settings, sharing health details may also lead to awkward interactions or even unwanted sympathy, advice, or assumptions about your capabilities or lifestyle. Privacy laws such as the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act (HIPAA) in the U.S. are designed to protect medical information and prevent unauthorized sharing of your health data by healthcare providers. However, these laws do not extend to personal conversations or informal sharing of medical details with others. When you share your health information with someone outside of a healthcare provider, those privacy protections don't apply, and the information can be used or shared without your consent. Moreover, health data can also be exploited for financial gain. Cybercriminals have increasingly targeted healthcare records and data breaches because medical information can be sold on the black market for fraudulent use. If you share your health details with someone who doesn't take proper precautions in handling them, or if they store your information on an insecure device or platform, it could potentially be exposed in a data breach. Medical identity theft is a growing concern, where criminals use someone's personal health information to receive medical care, obtain prescriptions, or even file fraudulent insurance claims in your name, leaving you with financial liabilities and complicated legal issues to resolve. Private conflicts and the secrets of others are delicate matters that should always be handled with discretion and respect. Whether a friend has confided in you about a personal issue, or you've become aware of a private conflict between others, it's important to understand the responsibility that comes with being trusted with such sensitive information. Sharing these details with others, no matter how harmless it may seem at the time, can have significant consequences both for the individuals involved and for your own relationships. When someone shares a private conflict or secret with you, they are placing a great deal of trust in your ability to keep it confidential. These are often matters that individuals prefer to handle privately or are not ready to discuss openly with others. By revealing their personal issues or conflicts to someone else without their consent, you risk violating that trust. Once trust is broken, it can be difficult, if not impossible, to rebuild. The person who shared their private concerns with you may feel betrayed or hurt, leading to strained relationships or even the loss of a friendship or professional connection. Moreover, sharing the private conflicts or secrets of others can lead to unintended consequences that escalate the situation. For instance, when private information is passed along, it can be distorted or exaggerated in the process, leading to misunderstandings or even the spreading of rumors. What started as a private matter between a few individuals can quickly become public knowledge, creating tension, conflict, and potentially damaging someone's reputation. The person whose secret you shared may be subjected to judgment, gossip, or embarrassment, which can have lasting effects on their personal or professional life. In addition to causing harm to the person whose conflict or secret you've disclosed, sharing such information can also affect your own reputation. People are less likely to trust someone who is known for sharing confidential matters, and you may find that others become hesitant to open up to you about their own issues or concerns. Over time, your willingness to gossip or disclose sensitive information can erode your credibility and make it difficult for you to maintain deep and meaningful relationships, whether in your personal or professional life. Furthermore, sharing private conflicts and secrets can create divisions within social groups or workplaces. When one person learns about a private issue involving others, it can lead to feelings of distrust, resentment, or discomfort, especially if the matter becomes widely known. Colleagues, friends, or family members may feel forced to take sides or get involved in conflict that otherwise would not have been a part of, further complicating the situation. What might have been a resolvable issue between two parties can grow into a larger problem that affects the dynamics of an entire group, leaving lasting rifts. Sensitive work or business information such as proprietary data, internal strategies, financial details, or employee records is critical to the functioning and success of an organization. This type of information often forms the backbone of a company's competitive advantage and must be handled with the utmost care. Sharing it with unauthorized individuals, even unintentionally, can lead to significant risks, including financial losses, reputational damage, legal repercussions, and the erosion of trust within and outside the organization. When you are entrusted with sensitive work information, there is an implicit expectation that you will keep it confidential and only share it with individuals who are authorized or need it for business purposes. This confidentiality is often formalized through non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, EAs, employment contracts, or company policies. However, even in the absence of formal agreements, ethical responsibility requires that sensitive business information remains secure. Sharing this data outside of approved channels or with people who are not authorized to know it can expose the company to competitors who may use the information to gain an advantage. For instance, if a company's internal strategies, product development plans, or marketing campaigns are leaked to a competitor, it can jeopardize the company's ability to stay ahead in the market, costing it both revenue and market share. Sensitive business information isn't limited to external strategies or market positioning. It also includes internal data like financial performance reports, salary structures, trade secrets, supplier agreements, client details, and intellectual property. This type of information plays a crucial role in maintaining operational efficiency and employee morale. If salary details or performance bonuses become widely known, for example, it can create feelings of resentment, inequality, or even lead to disputes within the organization. Similarly, if client data is leaked, it can damage the trust between a company and its customers, leading to lost business, legal claims, or costly regulatory fines. The responsibility for safeguarding this information lies with every employee, from top executives to entry-level staff, to ensure that data is not inadvertently shared or misused. In the digital age, one of the most common ways sensitive business information is compromised is through casual or informal sharing, both online and offline. Discussing work-related issues in public places, such as coffee shops or during social events, can lead to unintentional exposure of confidential information to unauthorized listeners. This seemingly harmless sharing of information can have far-reaching consequences. For example, someone overhearing a conversation about a company's upcoming merger, acquisition, or new product launch could use that information to make profitable stock market moves or pass the information on to competitors. This not only puts the company at risk, but may also result in insider trading accusations or other legal issues that could severely damage its reputation.